Hello everyone, I'm Professor Akshay Sutariya. I'm from Swarnim Startup and Innovation University, an e-learning program, and today we are going to have a lecture on building material and construction plannings. As we all know that in construction of any building, we require various kinds of material. And generally, we know only the three things that sand, aggregate, cement, bricks. But there are a lot of things which are not even known to the common people. So what we are going to do is today we are going to discuss all about that. This is the introduction portion, and we will be discussing about the naturally available materials which are required for the construction project, construction of a building, industrial materials that will be somehow a ceramic product or something industrial material that will be like the plastic one or that like that, and stones, type of stones, their properties, how they are used, where they are used most extensively, the density, and how to check their properties, how their strength will be checked. Then we'll come to the bricks, the size, standard size of the bricks used in India. The good brick characteristics will be studied, and how we have to check the properties of a good brick. And the bricks, what kind of bricks will be used in the different mortar, different masonry works. And then we'll discuss about the lime, the binding material in any construction field. Later we'll be having the cement, the most extensively used material. Without that, no construction can be carried out. Then we'll be discussing about the metals used in the construction field as the reinforcement, RCC work, reinforcement concrete work. In between, we'll be discussing about the concrete work also. Then which concrete will be the various methods for the mixing of concrete, formation of concrete, how the mortar is formed, how the concrete is formed, what are the materials used in concrete for the better strength. And we will be also discussing about the aggregates used in the concrete, the metals used in the steel used in the concrete, and finally we will be discussing about the ceramics. So let's start. First of all, we will be discussing about the naturally available materials, that will be clay, earth, that will be soil. We have three names for the same thing. In general, we call it as a soil. Then wood. In general, in the civil engineering world, we will call it as a timber, which will be extensively used in the wooden framework, timber frames of the door, windows. In a furniture world, then we call as a sand, that is fine aggregate. Then we have rocks. Now, artificial and industrial material used in the construction. The earlier one which we have named as, those are the things which are bluntly available in the natural atmosphere environment. Those don't have to be prepared or don't have to be manufactured in the industry. And these are the things which have to be manufactured in the industrial. That will be a cement, bricks, steel, tiles, ceramics, paints and varnishes, glass, plastic, stone, lime, etc. Let's talk about the stone. Requirements of the stone. It should be a proper structured. It shouldn't have any round shape or a particular uh, shape like which can be compressed. Appearance and color texture. Color texture should be bright or a dark one. The more it will be dark, more it will be having the strength. It is said in that way, just like a basalt rock. It's an igneous rock, and the stones coming out of that rock are the most strongest rocks used in the ballast of the railways also. Its weight, the more stone will be lighter in weight, strength will be having a less, it will have a less strength. Then fineness of the grains, more will the grains will be the fine, it will be having the large strength. Durability, how much long it can resist the weight and the physical character, physical weathering of the atmosphere. Its strength. So all these are the requirement of a good stone. Strength, hardness, facility of working and dressing. Working and dressing are the shaping it in the particular shape for the use. If I'm using it in the masonry work, then I have to dress it in a rectangular or cuboidal shape so that I can easily bind them all to form a wall. Then we'll have a type of stones. First is the igneous rock that are formed with the deposition of melted lava, melted magma. The sedimentary rock, these are the formed due to the sedimentation, due to the deposition of the rocks. The metamorphic rocks, that are the layers formed by the layer formation by the rocks on one another. They are having the very less strength. And stratified, unstratified, foliated, siliceous, argillaceous, calcareous, all these are type of rock stones. Then uses of stones, as we know, they are used in hydraulic structures like dams and bridges. They are used in the retaining wall masonry to retain the soil. They are also used in the round metals in the road construction, as I've told, in the ballast for the permanent wear in the railways. They are used to make the concrete in the form of coarse aggregate also, that are all known to people. The properties of the stones, siliceous rocks are hard and durable. They are not easily affected by the weathering actions. Argillaceous rocks may be just in the compact or they may be soft. The durability of the calcareous rocks will be dependent on the constituent present in the such surrounding atmospheres. Then marbles and the quartzite have the compact crystalline structures. And igneous rocks contain the minor minerals, various minerals having the wide range of distinct characteristics. So all of these are the properties of the rocks, properties of the stones, extensively used in the construction field, and these are the uses of the stones. That's all for the day, and we will be having next video lecture, and we will be discussing about more about the timber and all that. Thank you.